Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54 mile. Watch the slant, Fight.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Humphries, he's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Shake, Delta.
Mike 54.
I got it.
Mike 5.
Go on.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming.
Big grip.
To throw on third down. Humphries, he's going to fire one deep. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Humphries. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Come on, set.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Bravo. Go.
Mike 5-4. Come to my work. We won. Come to my work.
Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kane. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check pass. Check pass. Alert 3.
Topper.
Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Right there. 54.
Back to throw. Humphries. And Adams has it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's our time. It's our time.
To throw on 2nd down. Humphries under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Ready.
From the gun, Humphries. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
44, Mike, 44.
Operating from the gun, Kane. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. 30 base. Here we go, team. Here I come. Hey, hold it.
the gun. Kane. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm ready. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Humphries. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Yeah, ready?
Operating from the gun, Kane. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Be careful. Be careful.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Time to go right now.
Hey, Alpha.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hit it.
Looking to throw on second down. Kane. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, a run with Cohen. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Tackle. Check. Alert flare.
Hey, Haywood.
44's Mike. 44's Mike.
Go.
To throw on second down. Kane looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Packers' 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the screen.
Second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, Kane. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Ready, break.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
6-man.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Slade. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta.
This is Jones. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go now. 30 base. 5. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get it.
On 3rd and 2, Humphries. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Kane. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 13-yard line.
On the double. Check Mike 54. 61. Matchbox lights.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
All day.
Go.
Motion. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now.
Back to throw. Humphries. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Bears control first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
We got this.
Ready. 50, plant. Ready.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kane. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, dude. 44, Mike, 44.
Operating from the gun, Kane. The catch made by Miller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He got 29 yards that time.
To number 14. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this is caught at the 8. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a give, right side. Slade, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Smooth. Bofo's the mic. Mike Bofo. Defense wins championships, baby.
2nd and 9 now. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Kane looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Humphreys, throw left side, complete. It's Hernandez. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Right there.
Back to throw. Humphreys. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. Humphries. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
58 to Mike. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Slam.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Slade. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Kane. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Go.
Operating from the gun. Kane. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 13 yards, first down, Packers. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Humphries. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
44, Mike, 44.
Christ on travel. Hey, high 7.
Check.
From 5.
On 1st and 10, Kane, it's complete, it's Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Safe.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Kane, it's caught, it's Miller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill. You draw Corker. Check 52.
From the gun, Humphries. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Humphries. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Let's go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Humphries. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Humphries. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On 1st down, Humphries. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, Slade. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 14 yards. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slade. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another? And especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball.
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
On the ready.
54. Mike 54. Here we go.
5.
They'll run on 1st down. Lawson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
We own it. We own it.
Ready.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And watch the leg.
Speed trip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up.